Hello again. So I was talking to somebody whose opinions I greatly admire, and the conversation was revolving around an elderly lady that we know who, needs a lot of help, probably. And I made the point that she does what she does because she's sheltered. And he said to me, hang on a second, back up there. How do you know that? How do you know that? And he started talking about foundations of philosophy. Foundations of philosophy is we get as close to the truth as we can. The only thing we know is that she didn't do it, whatever it was we were talking about. She didn't do it. And that's enough. And he further made the point that to say that somebody didn't do something because of something, it's making an excuse for them in a way, and that way it's actually disrespectful for somebody else to say they didn't do it because of this, and this. Well, first of all, we don't know that. All we know is they didn't do it, if we know that. And secondly, even if that had an element to it whatsoever, it's a little bit disrespectful because maybe that isn't even the reason they would say they did it. Maybe it was some other obstacle that they saw. We're seeing this obstacle for them. They're seeing a different obstacle. So we're almost like speaking for them, which is in a way disrespectful. Because unless we know that somebody is mentally incapacitated or physically incapacitated, if we know that with a great degree of certainty, we can't really go around saying that somebody can't do something if it's possible for us to do it. That's kind of disrespectful, right? So I thought it was a great moment. It was a great learning moment. It was a great learning moment along the lines of I did it, or I didn't do it, or they did it, or they didn't do it, versus I did it, or they did it, or didn't do it because. See, a lot of times I've caught myself, if I show up late to some place, I'll start going on about a story. Oh, there was a traffic jam, and there was construction here, and so on. Nobody really wants to hear that. The only truth that matters to them is, I'm late. That's it. To them, that's the only philosophical truth that matters. I'm late, right? I gotta own it. Responsibility. So, just quality of life. I sometimes think the simpler, the better quality. You buy a gadget that's got all kinds of frills on it that break down very quicker often, right? So you get something that's really simple that does the job. It has better quality normally. And in communication and in our thought processes, if we get to the point quicker, it's more philosophical. It's more truthful, right? Philosophy means like the love of truth or the love of wisdom. The truth. And love, of course, is like that connection, right? Connection to the truth. So, I was just late. Or I just didn't do it, or I did it. Not because of this or that and the other thing. I mean, inside of us, that can be fine, but it doesn't really matter to anybody else. A lot of people just don't really want a story anyways. That's the other thing that makes it simpler. Anyways, hope this was helpful. Steve here again. Talk again soon. Bye-bye for now.